Grendel bluffed. Ball's hit well. Left field. Back goes Gurriel. It is gone! Nice and simple. Although that's not their style of baseball, they have.
Judge on the first pitch sends a ball well hit out to right center field. On the run is DeShields, and it's gone. 2-0 Yankees. 4 pitches into the ballgame.
It's a quick Yankee strike. Another fastball by Bieber, flat, middle of the plate. Aaron Judge coming out ready to hit with the right approach behind the baseball. 6'7", 282 pounds. See ya.
He also has a home run against Garrett Cole tonight. Well, Josh Naylor isn't having any trouble with Cole, that's for sure. Adding a homer to his double line. And the Indians are on the board to make it a 5-2 Yankee lead.
Garrett Cole shook Higgy off a changeup, off a curveball, wanted the cutter slider, and left it right out over the plate. Great swing, put it on a tee for him, and when he hit it, I
mean, that ball was crushed. My goodness. The next 2-2, and that's hit in the air out to deep left field. Naylor giving chase, as is DeShields, and that one's gone! The second 2-run homer of the night for New York, and they've extended their lead. It's 7-2 Yankees.
Down the middle, down where he can handle it. A bloop and a blast.
Boy, the Yankees, they've got to be so pleased with the plan tonight. They have laid off breaking ball after breaking ball. They have manipulated counts in their favor, and they have driven the presumptive Cy Young Award winner in the American League to a 5th inning shower. Brett Gardner adds to the damage with a 2-run homer, and this one has turned into a rout.
And we talked about early in the game, Booney going with Gardner. 394 his last 42 at-bats and continuing the damage. Early damage, fastball hunting, and the little guy hitting it like a big guy.
You don't even think about it.
Uh-oh, that could be the start of something. The big fella gets a hold of one and has a solo homer here in the 9th. Adding to the damage. 12-2 Yankees.
And look at the smile, Matty. Not the biggest hit of the night, but one of the biggest hit for the long run here as September closes and October opens. Takes the pressure off, and he can just go back to seeing the ball and hitting it. And if you see the reaction of the Yankee dugout, you'll see how excited they are for him, and everyone sigh of relief.
0-2 to left and well hit. At the wall, it is gone. To your point, the 7th place hitter, Adam Engel, goes deep and puts the White Sox on the board.
And this is where Luzardo, the mistakes can come, is you saw the pitch before this. He got a swing and miss. In fact, his 7th swing and miss already here in the 2nd, but then he comes back over the heart of the plate. Yes, it's 96 miles an hour, but look at where this ends up. Thigh high middle. This is for any hitter, even if it's 96 miles an hour, exactly what you call the cookie zone. There, it clips the bottom of the zone.
Abreu drives that one toward left center field, on its way, and it is gone. By plenty, the MVP candidate, Jose Abreu's 2nd home run for the White Sox, and they take a 3-0 lead.
This is fastball, 96 mile, cannot make a mistake.
Grandal drives one to deep right field. That's the 3rd White Sox home run of the game, and it's 4-0. The power of this White Sox team. They led the American League in home runs, and they've got 3 of them in Game 1 of this wild card series.
On the decision of Renteria to have James McCann be there for Lucas Giolito, who's been catching him throughout the season, but not wanting to miss the bat of Yasmani Grandal, putting him in the DH spot for this.
To left, Gurriel back. He's run into one. Gone! 2-run shot. Mike Zunino on an 0-2 pitch. And the Rays heroes have been Manuel Margot and Mike Zunino so far in this wild card series. Drives it left field, in the corner, Gurriel, gone! Grand slam! And Tampa Bay has kicked this thing wide open.
Tampa Bay, this is a different Tampa Bay team. They're hitting home runs. They're doing what they grind. They're grinding out at bats. They're taking advantage of mistakes, and 7-0 early.
Hunter Renfroe, the first grand slam in Tampa Bay Rays postseason history. And he has knocked Hyunjin Ryu out of the game. And the game is 7-0. That one is driven left field. That's way, way out of here. My goodness. That's off one of the O-rings in deepest, darkest left field. Both catchers hitting ninth, both catchers hitting under 200, and both catchers have homered in this game.
They pay a lot of money for those things, and oh my goodness.
My goodness. Jansen again. Oh. His second. That one missed the catwalk, but it's still impressive. And it's 8-2, and Jansen has homered twice. This is only the second multi-home run game by a Blue Jay in postseason history. That's hard to believe. I mean, that's really hard to believe with all the great teams they had in the 90s.
It's amazing he's put up the numbers he has this season, considering the fact that opponents haven't had to pitch to him. They pitch to him here, and he drives it deep to left field, and it is gone. Goldschmidt, one swing, puts the Cardinals on top.
And the 0-2 to Arcia. That ball is ripped to left field. He thinks he may have got it. And he did. A 2-run shot. Orlando Arcia. And just like that, the Brewers are back within a run.
And that's the focus, that's the potential that I was talking about earlier. Postseason, this guy gives you quality at-bats all the time. And Orlando with a big home run right there, creeping up right now on the Dodgers with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. A lot of baseball left. And the Brew Crew celebrating this one.
This one is hit hard. Straight away center field, and that is deep, and that is gone. That's Corey Seager all season long as he hits his 16th of the year, and he gives the Dodgers a cushion. They now lead it 4-2.
I don't know who feels better, if it's Seager or if it's Mr. Gonzalez up in the booth. Good call about barreling it. Pitch right down the middle. Peralta challenging Seager, and he gets all of that. Dodgers used to seeing this. Alden is absolutely right. Strong bottom half, gets that foot down. We saw Seager coming up all healthy. He was barreling almost everything center field to left center. It's been more of a pitcher's effectiveness of inducing that soft contact.
Correa hits this one far. Kepler looks up, and just as we talked about no power, Alex Correa hits a home run. 105-9 off the bat, and the Astros on top, 2-1.
Gets his arms extended, drives it that way. Little cutter on the outside part of the plate. And that's Carlos Correa's power right there. Right center field. Big home run. He's been having really good takes, good at-bats.
2-2 to Stanton is hit well out to right field. Naquin is back there. He'll only watch, and Big Giancarlo has hit a homer in his 2nd straight game.
A Stantonian home run. Giancarlo, no si puesto parlo. So Stanton homers, Yankees get on the board. That might be a lot more important than it looks. Get the Yankees on their way, and it's now a 4-1 ball game. And for Stanton, that's 2 homers in his last 2 at-bats.
And that went 420 feet.
Trouble locating so far tonight. Full count pitch to Urshela. A swing and a drive to left field. Gio Urshela's hit a grand slam! 9 years in the Indians system. Never really had the opportunity to shine in his brief stay with the major league team. Comes back as a Yankee and haunts the old uniform.
And that's where you want the fastball. You want it down. He threw it down. He hit it up. Around here for Big Gary.
A drive out to right field. It's carrying Naquin all the way to the wall. He leaps and it's gone. Gary Sanchez has untied the 6-6 score, and the Yankees go back out on top.
I mean, Gary did not think it was a home run. Thought he missed it. You see his reaction, and then you see it going back, and just runs out of room. Big home run for Gary Sanchez.
Happ gets into one, left field. Dickerson back at the wall. Out of here! Happ the other way. And on a solo homer to left, the Cubs jump out 1-0. In the air, that's pretty well struck. Hamilton can't get it, and it's gone! Dickerson the other way, and the Marlins have taken the lead out to left center field, and it is 3-1 Miami. Wow!
You want to talk about flipping the script right here.
In the air, right field, well struck. Going back is Hayward. Gone! Aguilar with the home run. He goes the opposite way. Jeffress frustrated with the wind, and it's now 5-1.
Oh, this is a hanging slider, and I believe Mr. Aguilar knew he got this one. He was trotting from the get-go. Sure, the wind helped push it a little bit, but that ball was smoked.
Had to come back to the plate. Simeon drills one to center. Robert back, looking up. It is gone! Marcus Simeon to straightaway center field. And the A's double their lead. It's 4-0. They are hitting the ball hard, one guy after another against Keuchel.
I think they have an awesome job, Flem, of just their. If it's been just the way he's seeing the ball, the pressure he puts, it can be a variety of things.
He drives that one to left field. He thinks he got it. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Chris Davis gone. 5-0 A's. Did he hit the target? That's the Chris Davis swing we saw for those big. Grandal against Hendricks. Grandal to right field. Well hit. Piscotty back, looking up, and it is gone. For the second straight game, Yasmani Grandal has gone deep, and the lead for the A's is down to 3. So Bob Melvin being super aggressive with his all-star closer, Liam Hendricks, and Hendricks gives up the 2-run homer.
Chris Paddock, who allowed 6 earned and 2 1/3. This one lifted down the line, and it is gone. A 2-run shot for Colton Wong, and the Cardinals pouring it on in the second. Just his second home run of the season. Scoring position, 2-2 pitch. This one ripped to left field and gone in a hurry. Tatis delivers the electricity with a 3-run shot. No crowd, but the DJ's spinning, the lights are flashing, and the Padres are back in this game thanks to Fernando Tatis Jr.
Could that be the Padres version of Patrick Mahomes?
It's pace. And that one's launched to left field. They go back to back. Padres have tied it with Tatis and Machado. Only the grounds crew is rowdy. Tatis dialed in. And two guys that have followed each other all season have now powered the Padres back into this game. And your Ponce de Leon. And this one is yanked deep to left towards the pole. Off the bricks and another home run for San Diego. Padres have their first lead of the series.
I know he's had some decent years in the past, but I think the consistency of Will Myers this year separates everything else. The OPS is a career high by a lot. He's never come close to putting up the numbers consistently as he has this year. And I think a lot of that has to do with when he first came here, he was supposed to be the man. Somebody hitting a long home run and having fun.
Tatis, he's going to lead SportsCenter. He's done it again. Another home run, and the Padres add to their advantage. An opposite field shot that he knew from the get-go, and a bat flip amidst the flashing lights. Oh boy. I seem to think that Kerry Wood may drill him with a fastball in the ribs. Deep center field, Bader at the fence, gone again! It's a 2-home run game for Will Myers. 2 hits in this series for Paul Goldschmidt, both of them for extra bases, and he yanks that one deep to left field. It's gone in a hurry. Second home run this series for Paul Goldschmidt, and the Cardinals still have life. 2 home runs in as many games for the Cardinals star Goldschmidt.
What I would say, just get the run in like that.
Marcell Ozuna has struck a 2-run homer, 3-0 Atlanta.
Ozuna's had it all year long after a few strikeouts. The adjustment, and it's the fastball. The best fastball hitter in Major League Baseball this year. Almost 500 on that pitch, and gets one middle, 95 miles an hour. Taking a selfie.
That's into the corner, and that one's gone. Duvall sends a 2-run shot to left, and it's 5-0 Atlanta.
And the wheels are coming off now.
Then Luis Robert, he is not a finished product. He drills one to left field and tosses the bat aside. My goodness, where will it land? Way up and out of here. A titanic home run from the rookie Luis Robert. The White Sox have a 1-0 lead. 487 feet.
Oh my gosh, Dave Fleming. He crushed this ball. This is a 4-seamer. Chucks his bat over to the White Sox side with an exclamation point.
That one is hit well to left field. Sean Murphy can watch it, and we got a brand new ball game. 2-run homer for the rookie catcher, Sean Murphy. One swing has changed the feel of this game big time.
Sean Murphy had taken a sinker off the plate. First pitch of this at-bat. Gets one a little bit more over the plate. Still not a bad pitch. And he knows he gets barrel on this one. As soon as he makes contact, it's out of here.
Wow, what an impressive swing of the bat that was.
Try to get another ground ball and get out of here.
Instead, it's lifted into center field. Back is Carlson at the fence. Gone! Solo shot, Jake Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth has had good at-bats. His 3rd hit of the night. He crushes this one. He talked about it, Sut, throughout this lineup. You're like, where's the weakness?
Darvish ready. Here comes the 2-2. Uh-oh. That one hammered to left. Darvish with Schwarber back there looking, and that one is gone. Garrett Cooper will touch them all as he deposits it into the bleachers, and the Marlins have jumped out 1-0 on the blast by Cooper. How about that?
Well, Cooper has missed a couple.
And he rips one into center field. That had good wood on it. Hicks, he's gone back. He's at the wall, and she's gone. Randy Arozarena squares it in one with a booming home run to center field. He has some thunder in his bat, and he gives the Rays their first run on the board against Garrett Cole in the first inning.
We saw Arozarena with the Cardinals last year in the postseason. This is a more buffed version of Arozarena, and he showed.
Clint Frazier leading off, and he jumps on a pitch. That is way back. How far is that one going to fly? Clint Frazier sends one out of here. 2-1 Yankees, and a guy who has not played in a major league game in 8 days delivers a bomb of a home run here at Petco.
And you're going to see this pitch. This is about the highest fastball you're going to see a major league player hit for a home run. I mean, that's shoulders high, or fence high, as Reggie Jackson used to say. And a long home run here at Petco Park.
And that ball's hit hard into left center field. That is way back, and G-Man has sent one out of here. 2-run blast for G-Man Choi. And just like that, the Tampa Bay Rays are on top 3-2.
G-Man Choi, the easiest clip to pick of all time with his numbers against Cole. Just fastball away on the outer part, and just so much power the opposite way by Choi. Just a little left to center.
It's incredible numbers against Garrett Cole. And we'll see if Snell can get through this fence. That ball's ripped deep into left field. That is way back and gone. A long home run from the bottom of the order. Kyle Higashioka goes deep. And we're all tied at 3. You talk about bonus offense in this very talented Yankee lineup. That's for Tampa Bay. That ball's ripped Judge into left field and whistles one out of here. Aaron Judge, a frozen rope into the seats. Yankees are back on top 4-3. Judge wasting no time and hits a missile out of here.
Judge here just jumped all over a breaking ball right in the middle of the plate, and you knew it was hit hard enough. It's just whether it was high enough.
Right. And just kept going. Kissed it. Curtis deals. Stanton in the air. Center field. Deep. On the run. Kiermaier running out of room. And she's gone. It's a grand slam for Giancarlo Stanton. A game breaker for Stanton and the Yankees. Center field home run. And the Yankees lead it 9-3. Wow. What a spot for a salami for Stanton.
Fly ball headed towards right center field and deep. Back goes Tucker at the wall, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Chris Davis. And it's the Athletics who take the 2-0 lead here in the second inning. Opposite field to right center, and it carries out of here. Melvin sticking with him, putting him in the starting lineup for game 1, and it pays off.
Yeah, he only hit 135 versus righties this year. As you said, Bob Melvin, one of
Dusty, I know how weird this has got to be for you, as this one is driven to center field. Back goes Springer, and that ball's going to be gone.
that ball flying out of here.
Sean Murphy takes it out to straightaway center field, and the A's jump on top 3-0 in this one.
Well, that's what the A's do. I mean, they walk and hit homers, and they're in their game plan mode. So we gotta keep them in the ballpark. Don't walk them. Have that power.
This one is driven to deep left field. Back goes Grossman onto the track. He will leap and not make the catch. It's gone. A home run to left field for Bregman. Astros on the board with a long ball of their own. Bregman, who hit 6 during the regular season, hits a home run here, and the Astros are on the board in the 4th inning.
Talking about staying in the zone. He finally got a curveball hanging in the zone.
In the air to center field. Laureano going back. He's battling the sun at the wall. That ball is gone. And this game is tied. Correa with a 2-run shot to center field. 2 home runs in the inning for the Astros, and all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, it is 3-3. That happened very quickly for the Houston Astros.
Now, we talked to Dusty last half inning and liked the way the team was swinging the bat. Said we got to find some holes. Now, one way to do that, put the ball over the fence there at a time.
Sky to deep right center. Springer going back at the wall, and that ball's going to carry out of here too. Matt Olsen, 14 during the regular season. Homers here in the fourth, and the Athletics had their lead back on top 4-3. More home runs.
Well, Matt's got power anywhere to all fields. As I said, 0 for 9 with 6 Ks in the 3-game series.
Been a few of those today for the pitchers, and here's a fly ball to center field. See if this stays in the yard. Laureano going back at the wall. That's gone as Correa's gone deep again. Homered in the fourth. He hits a solo shot in the seventh, and it's 8-5. Astros on top. Third home run of the day for the Astros. Second for Correa.
A 3-1 changeup, by the way. No, that one's hit hard. Right field on the run is Judge going back, and that one is up, and it is off the top of the wall. No, it's gone. They call it a home run. First base umpire took an extra peek. Right field umpire confirmed it, and Arozarena has another first-inning home run in this division series. Man, oh man, what a story this guy is turning into.
Fastball away. Caught more of the middle of the plate and up. Then he jumped all over it.
They're in it. They're in it every pitch, so no problem feeling the spike there as Stanton hits one hard into right field. That's deep, and that one's gone. Giancarlo Stanton hits a rocket out of here. Slapped one to that short porch in right. It's just 322 down there, and Giancarlo Stanton has homered in 4 consecutive playoff games for the Yankees. All tied at 1 as Stanton goes deep again. Very low batting average, but he can do that. Sends it high in the air to left field. Back is Frazier looking up, and goodbye. 2-run home run. Mike Zunino. He is a threat at the plate for that reason. There is damage in that bat. Got a runner at first in Choi. And Margot into center field. That ball's hit well. Hicks is on the run, and that ball's gone. Manny Margot, a 2-run blast to center field. 5-1 Tampa Bay. And the third home run of the game for the Rays. That one left the bat over 108 miles per hour. Margot whistles one out of here, and down the gauntlet he goes. Home run derby here at Petco Park, and he hammers that one. Stanton will watch it fly way out of here. Oh my goodness. Giancarlo Stanton with a mammoth home run, and the Yankees are right back in it. It's a 1-run game. 3-run home run for Stanton.
Never said this.
There's a 2-1. In the air, center field, hit pretty well. Back goes Hicks. He's at the wall, and this one's going to fly out of here. Austin Meadows with a fist bump. He's gone deep, and the Rays extend their lead to 7-4.
Well, now the 2 players in that big trade, Glasnow and Meadows, contributed here in game number 2.
His first career postseason home run. Boy, how good did that feel? Hit 33 last year.
Acuna squares one up and sends one to deep right center field. Back and well gone. Another leadoff home run for Ronald Acuna Jr. And an explosive Atlanta start here in game 1.
I talked about it in the open. This 1-2-3 is as good as it gets. Acuna led, tied for the most leadoff home runs in the National League this year. And there's another one, a fastball up a little bit out over the plate, and Acuna hits it into the upper deck in right center. That was like a left-handed pull hitter.
He and 2 of his buddies won the Marlins Fantasy League. And he hammers one to left field. This game is going to be tied.
Way gone.
Miguel Rojas cranks one out. And it's a 1-1 game in the second. Whew. Well, if you're going to be a leader, that's one way to lead by example.
That was an absolute blast up there into the Crawford.
Swinging away, deep center field, back towards the wall. Sierra at the track. It's gone! Travis d'Arnaud delivers, and the Braves have taken the lead in the 7th. 4-run 7th, a 3-run go-ahead bomb.
Looked like a little cutter out over the plate. Carno full extension. He thinks it right away. And I love the bench's reaction. We're jumping out over the fence, Acuna especially. Somebody just said something about watching him hit a home run to right center. That was an absolute bomb. Yimi Garcia hadn't given up a home run all year. Only one earned run. We saw with Max Fried him giving up
early in the season. Is on to face Swanson, who swings and hammers one towards left center field. Back towards the wall, and it's gone. Dansby Swanson follows it up, and a big seventh inning for the Braves continues. He's 1 for 12 in the first 3 playoff games until that blast to left center. There's a fly ball sent to center field. Springer going back, battling the sun. That'll take him at the wall. He'll take it out of the yard. It's a home run. Chris Davis homered yesterday. Homers again today, and puts the Athletics on top 1-0. Springer had a beat on it until he didn't. It's out of the yard. Just 2 home runs during the regular season for Davis. He's got 2 in this series.
2 in this series on 3 in the post.
Springer will lift this in the air to left center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder Laureano at the wall. It's gone. George Springer hits a 2-run home run and puts the Astros on top 2-1 with 1 swing of the bat. 14 home runs during the regular season, and he homers here, a 2-run shot. The Astros have the lead. Never had a home run against Manaea.
As a hitter, as long as you know.
This is in the air to right center field. That struck well. Back towards the pavilion and gone. Opposite field home run for Chad Pender. Had 2 during the regular season. It's in the 3 spot today for Bob Melvin and hits one out of the yard that makes it a 1-run contest.
Matt Olson tells me this guy's got as much opposite field pop as anybody on the team. We've seen a few home runs on. We've looked.
So 1 out here in the 5th, and Maldonado will drive this to deep left center field. Back goes Canny, turns around, and it'll go. Home run, Maldonado. And the Astros have their 2-run lead back again. It's now 4-2. Home run number 2 of the day for the Astros.
Yeah, get something to see.
And here's a drive to deep left field off the bat of George Springer, and he's left the yard again. Into the pavilion in left field for Springer. He homered in the 3rd. First pitch thrown by Petit here in the 5th. He takes out of the yard, and the Astros are on top now 5-2. Back to back they go against 2 Oakland relievers in the 5th.
See what he has in mind. Takes a rip and sends one way back into right field. Judge is on the run. He's at the wall, and she's gone. Kevin Kiermaier put some launch angle on that one. A 3-run home run. And the Rays up 4-1. Damage from the bottom of the batting order once again for Tampa Bay. Here we go to the 5th inning, game 3. Randy Arozarena on the first pitch, sends it deep into left, and there goes another one for Arozarena. Unstoppable right now, Randy Arozarena. 3 more hits tonight. He has homered in each of the first 3 games of this division series. And the Rays are up 5-1. Maybe Kevin Cash was on something when he called him the Cuban Mookie Betts. He's looking every bit of Mookie Betts right now. Randy Arozarena making a name for himself in this 2020 postseason. Tanaka's gone. 5-1 Rays. DH only, both leagues. And he's swinging away, and he hammers one into left field, way back. Gardner is on the run. That ball's going to fly out of here. Michael Perez with a 2-run blast. Oh, the carry on that fly ball on an 0-2 pitch. Perez launches one out of here. 3 runs batted in for the game for him. And it's 7-2 Tampa Bay. You talk about lightning strike twice for the Rays.
And he knew it. Or he felt like he got it as soon as it left the bat. Watch his reaction.
The Tampa Bay Rays going long ball against the Yankees here tonight. 112.6. It's a fly ball into center field. Kiermaier at the wall, and he's done it again. Giancarlo Stanton, a 2-run home run. What an incredible run he is on right now. 5 consecutive games to start this postseason with a home run. He's hit 6 homers in that span.
And Stan just isn't missing it.
Cody Bellinger swings at the first pitch of the inning, launches the ball to center field, and the first pitch of the fourth, he leaves the yard. First home run of this series comes from the reigning MVP, and the Dodgers have a 4-1 lead.
Well, you asked about his swing. It does look more controlled. I mean, it looks better whenever you get a hit. But man, he went down after that first pitch and said, "Yeah, I mean, you could see a little."
Got it there, hooked it deep to left, towards the corner. Manny Machado with a leadoff home run. His second of the postseason, and it's 4-2 here in the 6th. Those home runs from the Stars that got things ignited in the come-from-behind win in Game 2 of the wild card round. Hoping for a repeat here in Game 2 of the division series.
Man, he knew it. As soon as he hit it, he got a slider in an area that, as soon as he hit the ball, he took his time to throw the bat and try to fire up his club, right?
On a 1-2, Hosmer corks one in the air to right. Very high. Did he get under it, or did he get enough? He did, and they've gone back to back. And here come the Padres in the late innings. It's 4-3. That was way up there, but it kept on traveling, and Hosmer has his first of the postseason.
That's an incredible feat because Mr. Kershaw has had his way with left-handers. He's dominated left-handers this year, and Hosmer, being the veteran he is.
Swanson with a drive out to left field. That ball well hit. Dickerson looking up, and that one is gone. Second of this postseason for Dansby Swanson.
So he got most of that one.
You think so?
I mean, that's hit out of every park in the big leagues. Ball was crushed. And from a guy that doesn't give up a lot, Pablo Lopez allowed only 4 homers in 57-plus innings of work during the regular season. And by the way, the Braves hadn't hit a ball out of the infield until that.
But, oh boy.
That ball doesn't have a chance to stick around. Another homer in the series for Travis d'Arnaud. About how infrequent it is for Lopez to get touched up with homers. That's the first time he's given. To center field, and Springer going back. It'll take him to the track at the wall. It's gone. A home run. Tommy La Stella puts the Oakland A's on top 1-0 in the first inning. Ball's been flying out of here, and it's the A's who get today's first home run. Straightaway center field for Tommy La Stella.
You said a minute ago, Don, it's a little cooler at 81, but I think we're seeing the ball is still flying. That's one of those where Akiti throws 5 pitches.
Multiple games in a single postseason. This is driven out towards deep left center field for Altuve, and this game is tied. One swing of the bat from Jose Altuve, and the Astros tie it up 1-1. So trading solo shots, and this one was a blast to left center field for Altuve.
Looks like he gets a hanging changeup on this pitch. There's that extension you're talking about. That was a no-doubter for him. Now it's the 7th time, Don, that the A's have scored a run. 5 times the Astros have answered. They have to find a way to get this shut down.
Piscotty, Laureano in the inning, and there's an 0-2 that is sent out towards deep right center field. Back goes Springer at the wall, and that ball is gone. A home run. Mark Canha had 5 during the regular season, and he ties the game at 2. So home run derby again today from Dodger Stadium in L.A.
Now, a guy in the middle of the lineup, they've been waiting to get going. Didn't like the fastball call that.
Keedy delivers this, and it's driven to deep right field. A towering home run to right. That is very gone to the back of the pavilion. Matt Olson
Donaldson with his second home run has put the Oakland A's on top 3-2. Homered in game 1, he homers in game 3, and it's a 3-2 Athletics lead.
I don't know if that ball's landed yet.
Crushed to right.
Wow. Saw Giancarlo Stanton do one last night in San Diego, and this one absolutely hammered.
Semien drives this to center field. Springer going back at the wall. That ball is gone. Home run for Semien. Had 7 during the regular season. It's home run number 4 of the day for the Oakland A's. And they take a 4-2 lead on 4 solo home runs. Unbelievable. And this time it's Semien.
Well, you might wonder about a couple of these getting up in the air and getting out that we didn't think this one right here was squared up by Marcus. Gets a fast.
This is line to left, struck well, back towards the corner, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Diaz ties the score at 4 for the Houston Astros. A leadoff walk followed by a 2-run shot for Diaz. And this game is tied 4-4 on yet another home run.
Well, got him all out of whack with these off-speed pitches. Challenges him with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball, and he gets to head out 107 off the bat.
He's had a 2-hit day. And he drives one to right field towards the corner. Tucker going back onto the track at the wall. It's gone! A 3-run home run for Pinder, and with one swing of the bat for the Oakland A's, this game is tied 7-7. Pinder takes it out of the yard to the corner. And it's 7-7 from LA in game 3 of the ALDS.
Well, Matt just got done talking about solo shots, and what does he do? 3-run homer right down the line. Really a ball that just got up in the air and kept going.
Thompson deals to Voit, and a swing and a drive. That is way back and way gone, and Voit knocks one out of here to put the Yankees on the board first. His first of the postseason, a flip-flop in the batting order, and Voit, of no doubter, had gone 46 at-bats since his last home run, and he's got the Yankees on the board in the second inning. And Torres turns on one, down the left field line. That is hooking, that is up, and it is gone. A booming home run from Gleyber Torres in the Western Metal Supply Company. 2-run jack. Gleyber Torres makes it 4-1 Yankees. The impressive part of that was the fact that Torres kept it fair. It had a little hook on it, but not much. Just rifled that bat through the strike zone. Show what he's going to throw. This is driven in the air to left field. Back goes Tucker. He is at the wall. That ball is gone. Back deep into the pavilion and left a blast for Laureano. And a 3-0 lead for the Oakland A's in the second inning. So Greinke shows him what he's going to throw him, and then this one goes out of the yard for the A's, and the home runs continue.
Now there's some production from the bottom of the lineup, guys, that haven't necessarily got it going. Talked about the bloop double Laureano hit yesterday, and he gets a hanging slider here and drives it up into the second area of those outfield stands.
And he sends one to right field and deep. Back goes Canna at the wall. That ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Brantley, and back come the Astros. It's a 1-run game now. Michael Brantley, home run to right field. It's 3-2 Athletics. But here come the Astros.
Brantley backed this ball up. Gets a fastball a little bit in and just drops the hands, lines it out of here, no doubter.
And it's driven to deep left field for Correa. Grossman going back, and that ball is long gone. A 3-run home run puts the Astros on top 5-3. Carlos Correa with his 3rd home run of the series.
111 off the bat. Got a hanging breaking ball. Another one. Don, look at that. Right up in the zone. Mislocation, and he hammered it.
You knew it. Looking towards his dugout, first base way, for taking off around the bases.
Yes, there was, but it's been corrected.
This is driven out towards deep left field off the bat of Laureano. He went deep earlier. He goes deep again. Very good to left for Laureano. Oakland A's answer with a run very quickly here in the fifth after the 5-run fourth by the Astros. And it's now 5-4. Second home run of the day for Laureano.
Hey, Matt gave a report earlier about him giving a passionate speech yesterday to get this A's offense going to seventh. Well, I think it might have worked for himself, too.
Fired himself up.
Yeah, another breaking ball that, as you've seen, just did not do a lot. And the second home run that he went up towards the second area that outfield stands.
Walked one, struck out 3. Here's a drive to deep right field. Back goes Canna. He is at the wall, and that ball is gone. Another home run. Michael Brantley hits his second of the day. Houston Astros on top by 2 again. It's 6-4. More home runs.
It's amazing. It just keeps, they keep on coming. Brantley works the count back to 3-2. And what is it again, Don? Hanging breaking pitch. Up in the zone.
Third home run of the day for the Houston Astros.
Going off. Why do you got to come back with it?
Altuve will hit this in the air to center field. Laureano going back at the wall. That will carry out of here. Jose Altuve hits a 2-run home run, and it's 11-4 now Astros. Their 4th home run of the day belongs to Jose Altuve.
Jose 2 walks today. Loves swinging at that first pitch. Gets a fastball here and drives it out to dead center.
Just 2 pitches last inning. Now Judge in the air to right field. That ball is well hit. Back at the wall. Meadows looks up and it's gone. Aaron Judge gives the Yankees the lead. First run of the ball game on a Judge opposite field home run.
You know, Brian, true home run hitters, they don't have to even catch it 100%, and they can still hit it out of the ballpark. That's what happened to Judge there to right field. For a while, I was going to wonder if it's going to stay fair or not, and drops in the 3rd row.
Cole's got 2 outs in the 5th, and in the air right field. Judge going back. He's at the wall. He leaps. It's gone. Judge could not get off a jump at that ball. He hit the wall. Meadows has tied this game at 1 apiece. A big moment in the game. As Chapman, no regular lefty. 3-2. Brasso sends one into left field. Gardner going back, and it is up and gone! Mike Brasso has homered, and the Rays have a 2-1 lead. What a moment for Brasso. Tampa Bay on top on the 10th pitch of the at-bat. The left-hander Valdez, and that one's in the air, deep left center field. Altuve is going to watch this one fly, and there she goes. Jose Altuve with a home run in the first inning, and he gives the Astros the early lead tonight. On a 2-1 count, Jose Altuve sends one into the seats in left field.
Frenchie, he didn't do much in the wild card series, but he was smoking hot against the A's.
He was, guys, and with that home run.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and Arozarena into center field. That ball's hit well. That ball's got some travel, and it is gone. Randy Arozarena, the fastball killer, just got one and did not miss. And his magical postseason continues. We are tied at 1 as Arozarena with a 2-strike home run.
Now, this guy continues to bring the thunder this postseason with some huge home runs. Here gets a fastball out over the zone and just lines it to right center.
Former Padre playing for the Rays, and he sends one to center field. Hit well on the run. Springer, he's at the track, and this ball is going to be gone. Manuel Margot, a 3-run shot in the first inning. The Rays strike first. Margot with his 3rd postseason home run. Taking advantage of the Astros miscue. There's that curveball. This one stayed up in the... You're trying to go back to when you felt the best. That ball's hit into deep left center field. That one's going to fly out of here. run. Carlos Correa puts the Astros on the board. No doubt about that one. And right to Lauren's point right there, off the bat at 106.
Well, and he's having a postseason, guys, that I think he can get back and look at this in a couple of years, whatever. But look, hitters like him are always searching for perfection. Here he gets a fastball after one low right down Broadway. And I don't care if you throw it 110 to Carlos Correa. Hands are quick. Fits there in the zone. He can square it up. 5th homer this postseason.
Zunino in the air to left center field. That is way back. And Mike Zunino hits one and ton out of here. Mike Zunino adds to the Rays lead. It's 4-1. Just incredible power. Light tower power, as they call it.
In many respects, albeit with a 60-game schedule, hits one into right, and this one is gone. Freddie Freeman shoots one out to right. His family's excited, his dugout's excited, and the Braves strike first in the NLCS. 0-2 pitch. Hernandez hits it in the air to left. Back at the wall. It is gone. The game is tied. That's called making your first start of this postseason count with a blast by the Dodgers second baseman.
Well, that's what he can do. He got a hanging breaking ball, and now his 7th postseason home run in the major leagues at 43 and 17.
That is hit deep into left center field. Back at the wall. It's gone. Austin Riley has put the Atlanta Braves on top here in the 9th with a home run on Blake Trinan. An absolute laser.
You're going to see that this pitch stays up. Mentioned down, he's got a hole. Likes the two-seamer versus the high four-seam velocity that he struggles with.
0-2, the count. That is well hit into left center field. Back at the wall, it's gone. Ozzie Albies, a 2-run shot. And it's a 5-1 ball game here in the 9th. Melanson getting ready to come in and work the bottom of the 9th inning, caught the home run.
Base. Just in case anyone's watching, Altuve turns one around, deep left field, and it's gone! Jose Altuve with a home run. His 2nd home run of this championship series. Twice he has gone deep in the 1st inning. And the Astros strike first. Altuve's got 4 home runs in the postseason now. 1-0 Houston.
Gets a pitch up in the zone here.
First ball swinging. Bradley, left field, deep. Rosarena, it's gone. Michael Bradley with an answer after a 5-run inning. On the first pitch he sees, solo home run to the opposite field, and it's 5-2 Tampa Bay.
One thing you always have to worry about, positive that the Tampa Bay Rays were hitting there for a half hour, but that also meant Yarbrough was sitting for a half hour.
He sits for a while, and now he's only going to throw 1 pitch this inning.
He does not run, and this one is driven into right. Goodbye. Freddie Freeman goes deep. And it's a 2-0 Atlanta lead here in the 4th inning. Who has spent. Seager hits one in the air to left center. This ball is crunched at the wall. It's gone. Corey Seager puts the Dodgers on the board. It's 7-3. And there is life for Los Angeles here in Game 2.
I mean, that was outer third, and he knew it. I mean, he clicked it.
Big, strong, powerful swing. Exactly what they needed. Albee shoots one into left center field. Watch out, Tomlin. It's coming your way. That's twice. That's Melanson. He's caught 2 in 2 games. And Albies has hit 2 in 2 games. And his second home run of this NLCS. Well, I know he's got more home runs left-handed. That's because he faces more right-handers. But he's got a lot more power for me from the right-handed side of the plate against left-handers. And he just showed it off again. 2-0 here. Muncy hits one a ton. That is gone. This is an 8-6 ball game. Muncy touches one off here in the ninth. He threw it in the spot. He doesn't miss. That's really what Max Muncy's all about. Inner third of the plate. When he's right, that's what happens. He got his pitch and didn't miss it. And a sleeping Giant starting to wake up here. The difference in the ball game now, the single runs by Atlanta in the 7th and in the top of this 9th inning. It's an 8-6 game.
That's changed over the last few years. And look at Altuve. Turns on another one. That's deep in the left field. Arozarena will watch it fly. Another first inning home run. Jose Altuve has done it 3 times in 4 games of this ALCS. He's hit his 5th of the postseason. And it's 1-0 Houston as Jose Altuve sends one into the seats.
Another fastball up in the zone, guys. Altuve now 18 career home runs in the postseason, 7 in the first inning.
Hitters count. Arozarena down the left field line. It is hooking. That ball is gone. He's done it again. Randy Arozarena, his 5th home run in the postseason. A 2-run smash here in the 4th inning. And this game is tied at 2. The acronym for Randy, that's about all you need to know. What a postseason he's having. Rakes all night, day, year. Made it work. 2-2 game. Go ahead, run it first. Springer turns on one down the left field line. That is going to be up and gone. A 2-run home run. George Springer up into the 4th level of the Western Metal Supply Building.
Here's another 2-1 count. Comes with a fastball. Springer's such quick hands, 110 off the bat. And that ball, 4th deck of the Western Metal Supply Company.
I mean, it amazes folks, but if you get predictable counts, it doesn't matter if you throw 100.
Yep.
These guys will catch up to it.
One of the longest home runs in this postseason right there.
Here's a shot into left center field. Back at the wall. It's gone. What a start for the Dodgers. Jock Peterson goes deep. And it's a 5-run first inning thanks now to a 3-run shot by Peterson. At first, here is a shot to center by Rios. Back at the wall. That is gone. Wow, 6-0. Dodgers on top. And have they been waiting for this type of outburst?
By the way, that young man, I know it's a small sample size, highest home run rate in the history of baseball at this point.
Here's a fly ball into right center field. Back at the wall. It is gone. Grand slam. And the first inning is historic. 11 runs on the board for the Dodgers as they are just dropping bombs here in the first inning on the Atlanta Braves. Could have been called. Here's one into right. Back at the wall. It is gone off the bat of Bellinger. Home run number 4 on the night for the Dodgers, and Bellinger is finding that stroke. Shades of what happened in the division series against San Diego. Although in that game, he went up to rob a home run, went deep in his last 2 plate appearances last night, and he just touches one off. Wow! In a Dodger lineup that is suddenly absolutely red hot, he is the hottest one. Well, you won't see Corey Seager get many triples in his career, but this is the part. Seager overall. That is hit in the air down the left field line. It is gone for a home run. Pache goes deep, and it's 15-1 here in the third. First big league home run for the young outfielder. And part of the future for the Atlanta Braves showing up here in the present. For him, that's got
The Rays have used in the postseason.
And Springer on the first pitch turns it around. That is up and out of here. On the first pitch of the ball game, George Springer with a home run. He homered last night. He homers today, and the Astros are up 1-0 right out of the gates.
And that was center, and see you later. And you see that he's pointing up to Gary Pettis, who's in the stands today, their third base coach. Who
So good to see him in the stands.
Awesome.
That just makes
said that's
my
for
heart
you,
happy.
GP.
In the air, right center field, hit pretty well. Reddick out of room, and it is gone. Brandon Lau with the solo shot. All tied at 1 as Lau connects on one. His first home run this postseason. And the bat, the Rays. Houston on a Bradley 2 RBI single. And that one's in the air, deep center field. Springer on the run, and this ball's going to fly. It's gone. He's done it again. Randy Arozarena, his 6th home run of the postseason. It's 3-2 Houston, and Arozarena continues to impress. Has tied Evan Longoria most home runs in a single postseason. Longoria did it at 08 with the Rays, and Arozarena has matched him. What a rookie sensation. And that ball's hit high and deep. Ji-Man Choi will watch it fly. This game is tied at 3. An absolute blast by Ji-Man Choi. A no-doubter into right field. His 2nd home run of the postseason. And the Rays have squared it at 3 apiece.
He did not miss this ball. Got a fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike. In the air, center field. Correa's watching. This is back, and it's gone! It's a walk-off home run! Carlos Correa! Astros win! Carlos Correa has just forced a Game 6 in this ALCS. What a moment! On the 32nd anniversary of Kirk Gibson winning a World Series game, Carlos Correa has his walk-off moment here in Game 5. Wow! The Astros have forced a Game 6.
That is ripped into right. Will it go? Back at the wall. Goodbye. Edwin Rios, the DH, has put the Dodgers on top here in the third.
And they say he's Joey Gallo-like. I mean, and then he just sweeps it in the strike zone.
That is a blast. Way out of here. This ball game is tied.
couple of stops along the way around the bases for Marcell Ozuna. He said they had to get him going. That thing got out of here in a blink. The swing.
And that ball's hit hard into left center field. Tucker sends that one deep and gone. Kyle Tucker with a leadoff home run here in the 6th inning. And it's 5-1 Houston. Tucker with his first home run this postseason.
First extra base hit for him this postseason. He got a fastball and stayed through it. Very nice.
He had left Dusty hanging. He came back.
Can't leave the skipper hanging.
The fourth pitcher of the night for the Dodgers, Dylan Floro, and there's one into center. Back at the wall, and it is gone. Ozuna, his second of the night, and the Braves get that run right back. It's 8-2. Here's the home run by Ozuna. You go straightaway center in this ballpark, it helps the roofs open. That's a strong man.
Shouldn't pitch tonight.
Margot sends one deep to left. That one's going to fly. And a home run for Manuel Margot. His 4th of the postseason. Second run of the game for the Rays. Margot, a no-doubter into left field.
It's the only problem you have when you're bringing in relievers after they've gotten a lot of outs. These are power guys, and if they're a little short, they won't be as effective.
You see this ball, it's a four-seamer, right? Middle end. And Margot, the power surge this postseason. 4 home runs now. That was a no-doubter.
2 balls and a strike now on Seager, who hits one into center field. Back is Pache at the wall, and it's gone. 2-1 here in the 4th inning. As Seager gets home run number 3 of this LCS.
So watch this. This is a ball out over the plate. Strong. Seager smokes it. You're a real man to hit it out of center field here is what I've been told before we got here. And then see how he got back to the wall and he hit the wall and there was no ability for him to jump. That just clears the glove.
There's the 3rd and the true outcome as Margot is going to have a multi-home run game in the ALCS. That's a 2-run shot. It comes with 2 outs. 7-4 Houston as Margot in back-to-back at-bats sends one out of here. He's doubled his home run production from the regular season just tonight. He's hit his 5th home run of this postseason after 1 in the regular year.
Almost the same exact place that Scrub threw it to him, and the same result.
There they go. And a high fly ball to left. Back at the wall. It is gone. Will Smith, the biggest swing of his young career. And the Dodgers jump on top 4-2 here in the 6th. A 2-out RBI single. He goes. Seager hits one into right center field. This ball is up and out. Another home run for Corey Seager, and now the Dodgers are blowing it open here in the 7th. It's 7-2. Locked in Corey Seager. Just simple approach. Doesn't make much movement with his lower half. So steady and so quiet with his hands and lets that big, strong upper body do the rest.
Has destroyed fastballs and he hits that one into right center field. That ball is well hit and Randy Arozarena does it again. What a ride he is on. Randy Arozarena with a 2-run home run. And the Rays score first in Game 7.
Ron, this was a pitch that I think McCullers was trying to come in on and pull
home with one away here in the second. And Zunino sends that one deep. He'll watch it fly. A long home run for Mike Zunino. He gets him again. His second off McCullers. His fourth of the postseason. And the Tampa Bay Rays up 3-0 here in the second inning. Another tape measure home run from Zunino.
10 RBIs right in the middle of it, and here's one into right. Down the line, it is gone. Seager's got another. And the Dodgers jump on top in Game 6. Home run number 5 for Corey Seager of this LCS. 15th RBI, now one into left center field. Back is Pache off the bat of Turner. It's gone. Back to back. 2-0 Dodgers here in the first inning. Seager, now Turner. What a start.
And then Turner, who has a nice hitting streak, extended right here on a fastball in. And another one just outside the glove.
That's the 1-1 fly. Swanson lifts a fly ball to left center field. Peterson going back. Dansby, Swanson, upper deck home run. And the Braves lead it 2-0.
The Braves are a team, and the Dodgers, that have a lot of emotion and play off that emotion. I think the controlled emotion approach today, not expanding or expending as much of that energy, would be key. But that's the point I'm talking about. Each pitcher that comes in now for the Dodgers has to establish his field early.
Hernandez hits one in the air. Left center field. This game is tied. On the 8th pitch, his 8th career postseason home run. And it's 3-3 in the 6th inning of Game 7.
Kike with an incredible at-bat, saw a lot of pitches. He smoked this baseball.
8th pitch has been the magic one tonight. This time he hits the ball to deep right field. Cody Bellinger has done it! And the Dodgers lead in Game 7.
Cody Bellinger has just given the Dodgers a 4-3 lead. Hernandez a home run in the 6th. Bellinger a home run in the 7th. And the Dodgers, who hit 118 home runs during the regular year, have just hit their 16th home run of the championship series. And the Dodgers lead it 4-3.
And it again comes on the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Roll infield and outfield. And he pulls one into right center. Back at the track, at the wall, it is gone. Bellinger makes it 2-0 Dodgers here in the 4th of Game 1. Here comes the foot tap. I guess the shoulder's okay, John.
The shoulder's okay, but that should be their celebration from now on. I mean, that is a...
It is on. Here's a shot into right. Back at the wall. It is gone off the bat of Kiermaier. Gliding around the bases as he has broken up that string of 13 straight and cut the Dodger lead in half here in the 5th.
And that's what the Rays do. That's how they play, and they're not enamored with
5-0. ERA of 2.78. And he is greeted by Betts. A shot into right. Back at the wall. And it's gone. One pitch, one more run. And the first Dodger postseason home run for Mookie Betts. 7-1.
Well, there's that first pitch swing I was talking about. The Rays have a chance.
And a shot into left center. Back at the wall. It is gone. Lau has put the Rays on top as he busts out with a first inning Game 2 home run. Well, right on cue. It reminds me of George Springer a couple years ago, struggling big time, got a homer and then ended up being the MVP of the series and never looked back. You just wonder what that hit and that sound and that click of the bat will do for their first hit.
That's pretty well hit into left. Back at the wall. It is gone. Second of the night for Brandon Lau. And this is a 5-0 game here in Game 2. Brandon Lau busting out of it in a big way. Taylor hits it well into right. Back at the track at the wall. Goodbye. Dodgers are on the board. Their first hit, their first 2 runs. And it's 5-2 here in the 5th.
What the Dodgers do, a little harmless walk. What's the big deal? 5-0, get a 2-out walk. Walking in. They are huge.
Here's one driven in the air to left. This ball is gone. Will Smith, his first hit of the night, and his first World Series home run. 6-3 ball game here in the 6th.
Around those bases, he had to feel like a right-hander. That Snell had me all tied up. Will Smith, the power surge.
1-2. Hit in the air to center. Back at the track. It is gone. Another one for Seager. Absolutely red hot this postseason, and Corey Seager has his 7th. This is a 2-run game here in Game 2 in the 8th.
I'm telling you, he just missed that pitch before, and you could not afford to back it up. He got a good look at it. That is dirty.
Here's one shot into left. Back at the wall. It is gone. Justin Turner has put the Dodgers on top in Game 3. The roof is closed here in Arlington, but that ball carried out to left.
The city.
That is a shot into left center field. Back at the wall. It is gone. A bunt for an RBI, and now Austin Barnes shoots one out into left center. And it's 6-1 Dodgers here in the 6th.
See that very often.
That is hammered down the line. Rosarena goes deep. And that ties a record. His 8th home run of this postseason. Right down the line, and Rosarena just crunched it. It's 6-2. Tampa Bay would love. Here's the next, and a high fly ball into center. Back at the track at the wall. Did it again. Back-to-back nights. Justin Turner with a first inning, 2-out solo shot. And the Dodgers lead 1-0 in Game 4.
You know, this year he'd been struggling against breaking balls, especially sliders. In his career he hasn't, but this year he struggled.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Seager hits one in the air to right. This ball is crushed and gone. Corey Seager with another 2-out RBI.
as he circles the bases with his 8th home run of this postseason. That tie is for the record with Arozarena and 3 others, and it's 2-0 Dodgers here in the 3rd.
Seager just doesn't give in against left-handers. And what I mean by that, he shows no ability to open up. He stays firm, and he takes this breaking ball and crushes it.
Teammate, some cowboy boots in Mexico, and here is a shot into right center field. This ball is back at the wall, and he's got another, and the all-time record for home runs in a single postseason with number 9. More importantly for the Rays, it's a 2-1 game.
Well, that's how important the job the right-handed reliever did for the Rays. Thompson, I think the Rays felt that that was going to be the indicator of their offense to come back. Cannot come back, you wouldn't think, from too many runs.
Here is the 3-2 and a high fly ball into left. This ball is up and way out of here. It's a 3-2 game as Hunter Renfroe gets his first of the World Series.
That's the reason to go to a 3-2 breaking ball. This guy does not change his swing no matter what the count is. And you mentioned all the homers he hits off the left-handers.
Baez brings it. And a high fly ball into left center field. Back at the wall. It is gone. Brandon Lau has put the Rays on top with a 3-run home run the other way. It's 5-4 Tampa Bay here in the 6th.
What a swing and what a pitch selection that they went with a guy who really struggles against changeups. They went with the fastball and he went with it. And the Rays have really got their dugout in a frenzy. Swing and a miss to go 0-1.
Here's one into right. This one is way out of here, and game 4 is tied. Kiermaier touches one off into right. Back to the home run.
Yeah, that's just incredible.
Hit into left center field. Back at the wall. It is 3-0 Dodgers. Peterson with a blast.
High fastball, and he lets the power of the pitcher and the flat swing in the zone, and he knows it, man. That sound, that feeling to a hitter, you know it.
He's a guy who can light up a home run derby. Wow. To the back wall of that bullpen on a line. I mean, you were there. Here's a high fly ball into right. Absolutely belted. Muncy points at his dugout and will take the trot. Dodgers lead 4-2 here in the 5th.
Well, 2, 3, and 4 in the Dodgers lineup is sizzling the last 3 games. I mean, on fire.
For Muncy, that is his 3rd postseason home run this year, his 1st World Series home run, and the Dodgers now set a record with 9 different players with a home run, and we're only in game 5.
For Gonsolin against Arozarena.
Here's one into right. That ball will carry. Back at the wall, and it is gone. Arozarena has put Tampa Bay on top as he flicks one into the seats and right onto the tarp. And it's 1-0 Tampa Bay as he has his 10th postseason home run. And the Rays are on top in game 6.
That's incredible. He just saw a nasty slider away that he thought was a ball. It didn't faze him. Electric quick hands. This guy.
To Betts. High fly ball left center. Back at the wall. center field. Wow.
During the year, he hit over 100 points higher, right-handed versus left-handed. 16 home runs off of right-handers. Didn't hit a home run against a left-hander. Tom talked about it earlier, about what he's slugging percentage, and wow, is that a timely home run for the Dodgers.
It gives a little breathing room to Urias, who is clearly going back out there.